next guest has known his passion since he was just 14 years old. Have a seat. Everybody on their feet because it's our last live show. They were like, look at my outfit, Tamron Hall. Since the age of 14, Chef Daniel Boulud went from a teen growing up in the French countryside who hated school but loved cooking to a world-renowned Michelin-starred chef. Not only does he now own 21 restaurants around the world, including 12 here in New York City, he's always on the cutting edge of the culinary world, including with one of his newest, and it turns out to be, they say controversial, it's called the Chopster. We're gonna talk about that in a minute, but from 14-year-old kid who had a dream to saying, ready, let's go, please welcome legendary chef Daniel Boulud. Chef! I'm doing so good. Have a seat, have a seat.
Good morning, everyone.
You know, I have to tell you, first of all, welcome to the show. I met you many times over at the Today Show.
Absolutely.
My dear friend, Al Roker, you are his favorite chef, I believe. But now I got you here on my set. There you have it. Take that, Mr. Roker.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. You know, this show is about, like, dreams and ready, set, go. 14-year-old kid, you don't like school.
Well, I didn't like too much school.
That's okay. But there you are, this kid who didn't fit in the box, but you found your space in the kitchen.
Very much. And I was lucky because I could do an apprenticeship, which meant to go to school and also practice cooking. And I did that from 14 to 17. And I was in a two-star restaurant, which two-star, it's a very, Restaurant Daniel is a two-star restaurant. And it's one of the finest restaurants in the city. And I started with like this as a professional little young chef.
Yeah, you know, I watched the TV show The Bear. I'm obsessed with The Bear. And so all I want to say is, yes, chef, to you the whole time.
Oui, chef.
Yes, oui, chef.
Oui,
chef. But, you know, listen, this is graduation season. I just did the commencement at North Carolina A&T. A lot of people feel like if their life doesn't fit this straight line, that they're not doing it right. If you don't know what college to go to, or if you're not doing this, that your life won't turn out to be a dream.
No, life can always turn out to be okay and sometimes surprisingly okay. I just made a commencement speech at the CIA, the Culinary Institute of America, which is one of the finest cooking schools in America, you know, to those young kids, I just want to make sure that they have so many opportunities to be in the food business. They just have to choose a good company, a good mentor, a good person that can really help them grow.
Yeah.
And you know, they have to be loyal. They have to be focused. They have to be disciplined.
But I also think you have to know that every route is different. I know a lot of kids right now who are feeling the pressure of, I didn't get into college, or I don't have the money to go to college, or I'm not four-year college. It's okay.
It's okay. We do wonderful with kids that may not have the chance to go to college, but we give them jobs and we train them and they grow in the company. And that, I think, is what I love the most about my job as well, besides making people happy, is to really train people, to mentor young people.
You just opened your 21st restaurant, Maison Barnes, in April.
Yes.
Cafe Boulud here in New York. I mean, when you walk...
Bar Boulud next door to ABC Studio here.
When you think about this little kid, and now you walk around the greatest city in the world, and you're like, that's me, that's mine, I did that,
I don't know if I was lucky, but... I don't know if I was lucky, but I think without the support of my family, without the support of everyone that has been involved with me for the last 30 years. Daniel is 31 years old, the restaurant Daniel. I wish I was 31.
Me too. Still. I think I celebrated my 40th birthday there. I believe it was like 40 or 45.
And I think it's still one of the finest, most inspiring destination in New York. And I think for me, I've been very lucky to be in New York, a New Yorker, and now I'm an American.
Yes.
So.
Yes, I know we're going to come up after break, and we're going to talk about the chopster and some of your more delectable dishes. But before we go to break, I do have to point out that during the global pandemic, when there were people in New York who had no food, we teamed up with City Meals organization, and they gave me food. And I remember walking into this woman's house, this 80-year-old woman in her apartment, no food being delivered, and we gave her that meal, and it was because of you. And thank you for feeding and serving.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I know that has been, since I am in New York, I've always been involved with City Meal on Wheels. And they take care of our elderly, you know, that sometimes have no more family, that have no more. And what's magical with City Meal on Wheels is that they have more than hundreds of centenarians that still live because of City Meal meals every day.
They still live, they get their meals, they get beautiful meals. Oh.
Elderly New Yorkers get meals. Oh, Tamron, thank you.
Oh, my God. I'll never forget it.
On June 10, we have a gala.
Yes.
On June 10, if you think you can make it downtown at the Casa Cipriani, we have a big gala which
Are we all your plus ones? We're going to be all your plus ones.
Chef Tribute. June 10, City Meal on Wheel. It's a fundraising.
Yeah.
There's going to be 30 chefs cooking, different stations, and it's going to be wonderful. And again, for a good cause. For a good cause. Coming up, Chef Boulud is finally going to give us the scoop on this chopster, and then I'm going to get his thoughts on my new cookbook. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're with world-famous Michelin-starred chef Daniel Boulud, who's sharing his fine dining menu favorites from his empire that he built from a 14-year-old kid to a global superstar. Now, a lot of people have been talking about this chopster, which is a roasted chicken stuffed with a lobster. It dates back to 19th century. You won Martha Stewart over with it. Did you expect such fanfare over this? No, we didn't expect that. We were just trying to recreate a recipe that existed, like you say, in the 19th century from my region. I'm from Lyon, and we do poulet aux écrevisses, which is a chicken with crayfish and a crayfish sauce called sauce Nantua. And we didn't have the crayfish, so we made it with the lobster, poulet au mardine.
Oh, my gosh.
And then a friend of mine came, Ryan, and say, oh, this is a chopster. It's a chicken and a lobster.
You're like, wait a minute. And it's hugely popular. So you brought some of your favorites. This is
the chopster is at Maison Barnes, next to Café Boulud that we just opened also.
And this is the Oysters Vanderbilt.
So Oyster Vanderbilt. Le Pavillon is the restaurant that I opened 4 years ago, or 3.5 years ago.
I'm eating,
at
so
One
that's
Vanderbilt, next to... Oh, yes, look at that.
I've been. We celebrated a team party at the restaurant.
It's a poached oyster that is into a cream of oysters with seaweed, a seaweed crust and hazelnuts. And it's very, very special. And it's named after Vanderbilt that built Grand Central Station.
Yes. Now, I love that this has been on the menu for how many years now?
Oh, the paupiette of sea bass. It's a black sea bass from Long Island that is wrapped in a crispy potato, and I'm putting a red wine butter sauce here with it. And it's wrapped in a crispy potatoes that we crisp. While we cook the potato, the bass is cooking gently, seasoned with thyme on a bed of leeks. And this dish is iconic. I think we remember a great chef for only few dishes often. And this maybe is one that people remember Daniel Boulud for.
Of course, and many more.
And you can have it at Café Boulud.
I gotta tell you.
63rd and Park.
I have to tell you, so, you know, my cookbook comes out in September. It's called A Confident Cook. And my friend, thank you. But that is finding confidence in the kitchen. And when I put this book together with my James Beard Award-winning co-author, Lish, it was like building confidence. And you not only exude confidence, obviously, in the culinary space, but in life. How does food and life correlate for you?
Well, I think food is everything in life. And I think that's why it's so important to teach your young children about food early and help them. My wife is involved with a charity that's called Spoon Across America, and it's about teaching in school children about food and connect the parent with it.
Yes.
It's important.
I love it.
So now we're
traveling. This is your mother's recipe,
Yes, we're traveling from Midtown to Upper East Side to downtown. We are going to Le Gratin. I named a restaurant after this dish. This dish is a gratin of potatoes. It's called gratin dauphinois. It's a creamy potato, layers of potatoes and with a little bit of garlic and cream and cheese, a lot of cheese. And it's served with the best roasted chicken in America, I will say, downtown at Le Gratin. And we have a rotisserie chicken, and when you order the whole chicken, you also get a gratin, you get a side of dishes. And it's a dish that I'm very proud because every Sunday at home, when I grew up, we always had, every Sunday with the roast, we had a gratin on the table. And it was sometimes potatoes, it was Swiss chard, it was...
Well, I should tell the audience as a special treat, you are sharing the recipe for the gratin.
Oui.
QR code. Go to our website or go to the QR code at your screen. You will be able to get the recipe, and you won't just be able to watch me eat. You can watch yourself eat it because you're going to make it at home.
And if you have trouble, I'll come to your home and do it.
Come to your home. And real quick, so you know I'm a burger fanatic.
Me too.
I could eat a burger every day. That's why in my cookbook we have my burger recipe. But yours is iconic.
I know.
He's like, I know.
I know, because I was the founder of the DB Burger that 23 years ago became the world's most expensive burger and Guinness Book of Records. But this one is the Frenchie. And we serve that at Bar Boulud, right next door to the ABC studio here on 64 and Broadway, across from Lincoln Center. And the Frenchie is a bun that we make. We make a wonderful brioche potato buns. And we have some arugula. I do my own ketchup, kind of with a tomato compote. We do a little bit of mustard. We put a Morbier cheese. Morbier, it's kind of a mild blue, creamy cheese.
I feel like I've just gotten a whole life lesson from you on one burger.
And we do our own bacon, some cornichon, and some mustard.
Well, congratulations.
That's a Frenchie burger.
Thank you, Chef.
Tamron, thank you.
Congratulations on all of the success. And thank you for making sure thousands of New Yorkers don't go hungry.
Merci.
Congratulations, Chef Daniel Boulud, sitting here.